Hey, what's up guys? This is Spearfield7. Today we are here with another episode of Special People of the Internet. This is a series I used to do on this channel where I find the strange, the funny, the bizarre, we're all on the internet 24/7. And there are a lot of stories out there that just make me love and hate people, just in general. So I have a doozy of a story that I saw the day before Valentine's Day. I just wanted to share it and talk about it a little bit today. In national news, this story comes out of Pennsylvania. Pastor was counseling the young naked man tied up in his car, he says. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have a hard time getting through this video. I can tell already. So, a man was sitting in the passenger seat completely naked of this preacher's car, according to a criminal complaint. The only thing he was wearing was the nylon rope tied around him. So this pastor was found in a car with a naked dude covered in nylon rope. And he alleges that he was just counseling him. Now that's a very weird way of counseling people, if you ask me. Maybe you could have classes, maybe you could have some discussions, maybe you shouldn't be up to some freak shit in the back of your Buick, you know what I'm saying? So in the back seat of the car was George Gregory, a 61-year-old pastor. When police walked up to the vehicle, they said they could see Gregory rearranging his clothing. The street was in a well-lit residential neighborhood, which is why a neighbor had called the police to report a suspicious vehicle parked outside of his 3-year-old daughter's window on Friday night around 11 p.m. As the man got on the phone with the emergency responders, his wife, peering out their window, saw a man emerge from the vehicle entirely nude. Man, that ain't right, doing this shit in front of a 3-year-old baby girl's bedroom window. She's got enough on her plate with finger painting and watching Dora the Explorer reruns. Girls already live in a stressful life, and then you go and do this stuff? The naked man confirmed to police that the interaction was consensual, but both men are now facing charges of lewdness and indecent exposure. Gregory is the lead pastor at a Christian community church, according to the church's website. So the pastor thinks that the charges he is facing are unfair, and he told the local TV news network just as much. He also said the conversation, as police described it, quote-unquote, never happened. I have nothing to hide. I did nothing wrong, Gregory told the TV station. Right, I mean, he was just counseling. When I think of counseling, I don't think about laying on a nice little therapist couch and explaining my problems and working towards a solution. I think about wrapping some naked dude in nylon rope and throwing him in the front seat of my Buick. While I sit in the back seat doing God knows what. They said he was found in the back seat, which is weird, and that when they rolled up on him, he was like rearranging his clothes. So yeah, there's some freak shit going on here. You know what they say, the Lord works in mysterious ways, I guess. So yeah, he says, I have nothing to hide. I did nothing wrong. I was counseling a young man with a drug problem. It did turn strange. You think? But it wasn't my doing, okay? Gregory told the TV station that when police pulled up, they jumped to conclusions. Well, I hate to break it to you, Pastor, but when I roll up on your car and I'm a police officer and I see a naked man covered in rope in your car and you, quickly trying to pull up your pants or some shit, yeah, I'm gonna think that something's up. I think I am gonna jump to some conclusions, and they might be wrong. I mean, give this guy the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's got some sort of special magic touch. Ooh, that's gross. Maybe he has some sort of magic, perspective, and maybe this has worked on other people before. I mean, maybe we should play devil's advocate here and just understand that maybe this was all on the up and up. Maybe he knows something that we don't, and maybe it's totally acceptable to find a naked man covered in rope in a car with a pastor, because he's with a pastor, so it's all good, right? What's weird in addition to this story is that allegedly the Sunday before he had a long sermon about pleasures of the flesh. He basically began with a verse from Romans 8:5, which reads, "Those who live according to the flesh have their mind set on what the flesh desires, but those who live in accordance with the Spirit have their mind set on what the Spirit desires." Sin is pleasurable, that's why it's so tempting, the preacher says in the video. Of course my fallen nature wants that sin, but I'm going to live according to the flesh, or am I going to live according to the Spirit? I only have the two choices, folks. I can't be bouncing back and forth between the two of them because it just doesn't work out long term. And so what does this dude do? He takes a nosedive, jumps off the diving board, face first into some weird dude booty stuff, and it's so wrong. I mean, I shouldn't laugh, but when I saw the headline to this story, I was like, I gotta share this. I gotta talk this through with some people, and hopefully maybe y'all can enlighten me what this is all about. I do think that maybe these guys shouldn't be charged with indecent exposure and lewdness, but I mean, come on, let's be honest. When you got your stroller out and you're running around with your dog Spike and you're just trying to enjoy an evening or a morning and you roll past this scene, I don't know. I mean, I bet I'd probably report that stuff too, but that's just me. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oh god, this story is just incredible. So let me know what you think down in the comments below about this story. If you enjoyed it, please remember to rate and subscribe. That's all I got. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. And until next time, this is Spearfield 7. See y'all later.